Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, where we unravel the mysteries of personal finance and investing. Today's topic is a crucial one, the optimal order to invest your money. So grab your notepads, hit that like button, and let's dive in. A bit of a disclaimer though, this is not financial advice. These are only the lessons I have learned in my journey. Step 1 is non-negotiable. Before you even think about investing, build yourself a financial safety net. Think of financial safety nets as your money superhero, ready to rescue you when life gets wild. So how do you put together this safety net? Here's how. Start with an emergency fund. Create a financial safety net by stashing away 2 to 6 months' living expenses in a separate savings account. It's like quick cash on standby for those unexpected moments. Then cover your bases with health, life, disability, and property insurance. These policies are your financial shields, protecting you from unexpected hits. Now let's tackle debts. Be the debt slayer. Avoid going overboard, kick high-interest debts to the curb, and keep that credit score shining. Get real with budgeting. Think of it as your financial GPS. Save a chunk of your monthly income. Slow and steady wins the race. Diversify income sources. Diversify. I cannot talk about this enough. Part-time gigs, freelancing, or some passive income from investments. Diversify and conquer. Invest in yourself. Learn new things and upskill. It's like leveling up your earning potential. Stay sharp, stay ahead in the game. Building this financial safety net is a marathon, not a sprint. Take baby steps, stay disciplined, and watch your safety net grow. What have I said so far? Save up an emergency fund tailored to your situation. Keep this money in a separate account, out of sight, out of mind. This money is your superhero cape, ready to swoop in and save the day if life throws a curveball your way. You know what they say, cash is king in an emergency. Step 2, tackle those little and big debts. Start by paying down high-interest debts like credit cards and consumer loans. These guys are the financial vampires, sucking the life out of your hard-earned money. Get rid of them first. I may have an in-depth video on how to get rid of debt soon, but for the sake of this video, let me quickly share some key things. The first step, and probably the most crucial, is to kick the habit of borrowing money. No more swiping those credit cards or taking out loans. It's time to put the brakes on new debt. Now, shifting your mindset about money and debt is a big game changer. To avoid spiraling into a deeper debt hole, you've got to grasp the real cost of that credit card swipe and those new loans. Here's the deal. Commit to living on a cash basis while you navigate these changes. Forget about debt consolidation or balance transfers. We're still in the early stages. You don't want to trade one type of debt for another without understanding your situation and having a solid plan. Now let's move on to the next step to kick debt to the curb. Understanding where your money is flowing. It's like detective work for your finances. Trust me, it's crucial for effectively making those budget cuts. Deciding where to trim down expenses becomes a head scratcher without the full scoop on what you're paying for and where your cash is going. So here's the game plan. Track all your monthly bills and daily spending for at least a month. And hey, don't forget to throw those debt payment commitments into the mix while you're at it. Now, there are various ways to play detective with your money. You can use budget worksheets, notebooks, management apps, banking app trackers, and the classic move, holding on to the receipts. Check these out. Whichever method you pick, make sure it's one that you'll stick to every day. It's all about getting the full picture of your spending habits, so choose wisely and let the money detective work begin. Now that you've played detective with your spending, it's time to put on your budgeting hat. This isn't about restriction, it's about ensuring all your needs are covered based on your regular spending patterns. Your tracking journey will also unveil spots where you can trim expenses. Think of it as decluttering your spending habits, identifying where you're overspending and finding areas for cuts that won't give your lifestyle a major shake-up. Finding that sweet spot between comfort and a budget is the key to debt-free living. Now let's talk about making your budget official. It's got to be more than a mental plan. Write it down, type it out, heck, even shout it from the rooftops. The important thing is to have it in concrete form. Here's a little secret. Including financial goals in your budget is like giving your goals a VIP pass to success. Writing them down increases your chances of achieving them by a whopping 42%. Your top goal might be breaking free from debt, but don't let the emergency savings fund take a back seat. And here's a pro tip, once you've conquered those debts, dream up some new goals. Whether it's a dream vacation, a shiny new gadget, or a cozy nest egg, get them down in your written budget. It's your roadmap to financial success. So ink it down and watch those goals become reality. Now that we've got your spending on the radar and your budget laid out, let's dive into the game plan for paying off that debt. If you're on the fast track to debt-free living, you need a solid strategy to maximize your payoff schedule. Ever heard of the debt snowball approach? It's like a turbo boost for clearing debt quickly. Here's the game plan. You make minimum payments on all but one of your debts from your monthly debt payment fund. The chosen debt gets more than the required monthly amount, zipping towards zero faster than expected. Once that debt's crossed off your list, you pick another one and channel all the extra funds towards it. Rinse and repeat until you've triumphed over all your debts. Over time, those extra funds snowball, while the amount dedicated to debt repayment stays constant. Picture this, you're allocating 20% of your monthly income to debts, roughly $300. If you have 3 debts, you will distribute $50 to one, $50 to another, and $200 to the third. When the third one is vanquished, you'll direct $50 to one and $250 to the other. Keep the total amount consistent. If you put $300 towards debts monthly and one debt bows out, you'll still unleash the full $300 towards debt the next month. This method is like the fast lane to repayment. As debts vanish, your repayment accelerates. When deciding which debts to tackle first, you might consider focusing on the one with the highest interest rate, but it could vary based on your situation. Finally, if you're on the fast track to debt liberation, here's a key tip. Throw as much firepower at your debts each month as possible. Remember the debt snowball method. Any chance to make higher payments brings you closer to that debt-free victory lap. When you draft your initial budget, carve out a minimum amount you're dedicating to monthly debts, aiming for about 20% of your total income. But here's the game changer, seize every opportunity to add more. It's like turbocharging your debt-free journey. Regardless of your situation, make it a ritual to pay more than just the minimum required. This is your debt-busting mantra. Even if life throws unexpected curveballs your way and you're dealing with emergency expenses, push to pay more than the minimum. It's your ticket to a faster, debt-free reality. My point is, the faster you knock out those debts, the more money you'll have to invest later on. Now let's talk about that mortgage. Step 3 is all about your home sweet home. If you've got a mortgage, aim to pay it down to around 75 to 60% of your home's value. It's about finding that sweet spot based on your risk tolerance. Reducing your mortgage has several advantages supporting long-term financial well-being, including increased financial flexibility and a reduction in monthly financial commitments. Your monthly budget will be less burdened and more space will be available for savings and investment options if you pay off your mortgage. With more financial flexibility, you can use the money you've saved for other important aspects of your life, including retirement planning, college saving for your kids, or pursuing your career and personal objectives. Furthermore, having a smaller mortgage load can help you deal with unforeseen financial difficulties more skillfully, reducing stress and fostering peace of mind. A smaller mortgage can also help you become more creditworthy if you show that you are a careful money manager by making on-time payments and accumulating less debt. This can positively affect your credit score and result in better conditions on credit cards or loans in the future. In the grand scheme, reducing your mortgage becomes a strategic financial move that not only lightens your immediate financial load, but sets the stage for long-term financial success, providing you the freedom and flexibility to navigate life's uncertainties confidently. Finally, we've made it to step 4, the stock market. Once your emergency fund is solid, debts are under control, and your mortgage is manageable, it's time to dip your toes into the thrilling world of investing. And what's our weapon of choice? A low-cost global index fund. It's like the superhero of investments. Diverse, reliable, and easy to manage. If you want to learn more on the subject, check out my previous videos. Everyone's financial journey is unique, so tweak these steps based on your situation. Building a strong foundation before you leap into the exciting investing world is key. If you found this video helpful, remember to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and share it with your friends who need a financial roadmap. Until next time, stay financially savvy.